Hey, what is going on, guys? It's Young here, and today I'm back in our Fortnite video. And in today's video, I want to share with you guys two of the best tips to use if you are looking to improve your building speed here in Fortnite. I'm going to show you guys two things you have to do, and if you guys do these two things, which are super easy, and literally every single person watching this video is going to be able to do these two things without much problem, but it's going to really help you improve your building speed, so you're going to be a lot better in build fights overall. So if you guys are looking to improve your building speed, definitely stay to the end of the video. And real quick, before I get into the video, I have a V-Buck giveaway. I give away 2,000 V-Bucks every single Friday. So if you guys would like to participate in the next giveaway and win some free V-Bucks, all you guys have to do is to drop a like on this video. Make sure you guys do subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you guys get notified for every single new upload and when I announce the winners every Friday. And lastly, make sure you guys put down your Xbox gamer tag, your PSN gamer tag, or Epic account down in the comment section below, and you guys will be automatically entered into the giveaway. And lastly, if you guys like to support me in the item shop, all you guys have to do, go down to the bottom right, hit on support a creator, type in my creator code, which is Young Humor, and you guys will have me added and supported as a creator in the item shop. And alright guys, let's go right to the video. Alright, so in this video, I want to share with you guys two very easy things that you guys can do to improve your build and build a lot faster. And there's something that all of you guys in this video can do. So going into the first thing that you guys want to do to improve your building speed. Now, when you watch a lot of retake videos, or if you watch a lot of very good players, they have a ton of videos of them doing some really complicated retakes, some very advanced retakes. And to be honest with you guys, you don't really have to use any of these retakes to build extremely quickly. What you'd want to do instead to improve your building speed is you really only want to have maybe 3 or 4 different retakes that you constantly use, retakes that you're very consistent at and that you could easily do to get high ground on other players. So maybe, for example, one of the retakes you have down very consistently is just double 90s. Double 90s are still effective. They're one of the oldest, retakes in the book, and they're still very good to use. So maybe you have retakes as one of your consistent retakes. Maybe you have a retake, as I'm showing here, where you're able to build behind you and above. I think this one's important as well, because when you're ramping up and someone's maybe behind you or above you, that is something that you maybe want to do. So that could be a second one. And a third retake could be side jumps, because side jumps are also extremely important as well, because you're going to be constantly jumping off to the side if someone places a cone above you, or maybe you place the cone and you need to jump off to the side. So those 3 retakes are retakes as an example that maybe you could use for your own gameplay. But all in all, it doesn't really matter which retakes, just retakes you're able to do very consistently. You want to have either 3 or 4 different retakes that you're going to be continuously using in gameplay against other players, because I think when it comes to the advanced retakes, I think they're really important to practice, because it helps you improve your building speed and also your editing speed. But at the same time, the harder the retake, the more inconsistent it's going to be. So you only really want to have a couple 3 to 4 different retakes that you have extremely consistently, that you don't really mess up much at ever. Obviously you're gonna have the occasional fluke here and there, but for the most part, they're going to be retakes you can do very easily and very consistently that are also very effective. And I think it's really important that if you keep everything when it comes to, I think, even building, editing, and really everything in between, if you just keep it simple and you don't try to get too flashy, I think you're going to be able to outbuild a ton of players here in this game. So that's going to be the first thing you guys want to do, is just have 3 to 4 different retakes that you have consistently and that are easy to pull off time and time again. And the second thing you guys want to do, and I definitely mentioned this in a video probably about a month ago, so it's been a while, but when it comes to your momentum in this game, when you go from a stationary stance to going to sprint, you're going to notice that there's going to be like a slight, maybe half-second delay in between standing still and sprinting, meaning that if you want to be extremely quick in build fights, or just extremely quick, running and maybe fighting other players, you have to always keep your momentum no matter what. You always want to be constantly running, because any time that you stop, it's going to slow you down a lot, just because when you go to sprint again, there's a good half-second delay in between going from standing still to back in a sprinting motion. So you always want to be moving if possible. That's going to allow you to be as fast as possible, and it's going to help you outbuild other players. And there's a couple of really good ways to go about this. So one might be maybe when you're going to build against the other player, maybe you're trying to think a couple steps ahead so that you don't mess up any of your builds, and you kind of have an idea of what you want to do in that build fight or gunfight. That way you don't really get in a spot where you kind of hesitate and don't know what to do. So you kind of just stand there, and then if you end up doing that, it's going to slow your momentum down and it's going to cause you being a little bit slower. So maybe just trying to think a couple steps ahead during that build fight or just encounter with the other player could really help improve how fast you are against them. So that is the first thing that you can do that could, help keep your momentum. And so the second thing that you can do to keep your momentum, and this is a strategy that I have found to be very helpful and extremely effective, is, so say for example, you want to go for a side jump on this cone. If you end up running too high on the ramp, of course you're not going to be able to side jump. So if you're the player who's maybe a little bit slower and not extremely quick, one thing that you guys want to do is, if you want to keep your momentum but not be as fast, you want to run in more of a diagonal direction, because if you run directly straight at the cone, you're going to get there in the shortest amount of come off like a double edit or something. You're maybe not going to have enough time to set up. But if you run in like a diagonal or a zigzag direction, as you can see here, it slows you down just slightly, so it buys you more time to either go for the edit or side jump. So this strategy is extremely effective and something that I've been doing for a while, that kind of slows you down slightly, but not too much to the point to where, when you stand still, that gives you a slowdown. So you're able to maybe change your directions, or you're maybe just able to switch up, where you're going without completely losing your momentum. So running in like a diagonal or a zigzag can be a really effective strategy to use in game that is going to help you out a lot if you are the type of player who maybe isn't the fastest editor. And something like that really helped me out when I was doing like triple edits, because I'm able to buy a little bit more time when I'm, editing. Because if you're going for like a triple edit, or maybe like a double triple edit where you go for a triple edit and then you try to do it like immediately after, if you're running like a diagonal or a zigzag, it makes it, or not, I guess it makes it like a little bit easier, but what it does is it buys you a little bit more time to get off your edits. And that could be a really useful thing as well if you're maybe trying to learn different retakes or different edits, is if you run in a more diagonal direction, it's going to give you a little bit more time to get off that build that you're trying to get off, or even that edit. So that is a strategy that you guys want to implement in your game that you can do immediately, that can really improve how fast you are in game. So those are going to be the two things you guys want to do to improve your building speed. The first one being only having like 3 or 4 really easy retakes that you can do over and over again consistently, but yet effective. And that's going to really help you out in game instead of having like a lot of advanced retakes. I think they're really good for helping improving your speed. But if you keep trying to do advanced retakes in game, what's going to happen is you're going to be messing up more than you should, which is going to, really stop your momentum and make you a lot slower. And at the same time, those advanced retakes aren't even really that much faster than the normal ones. Maybe they can be a slight bit faster, but really, the amount of time that you're messing up, it really just isn't worth it. And then the second one being, you want to keep your momentum as much as you can. So you never really want to come to a standstill if possible, maybe running like a diagonal or a zigzag. Anything that you can do to not lose your momentum is going to make you very speedy, and it's going to make you really quick when you're building, editing, or just running around the map. So with that being said, that's wrap up for this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, if you guys liked it, hit that like button. Make sure you guys do subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Hit the notification bell so you guys get notified for every single new video. And as well, I do live stream every single day on this channel at 4:30 Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you guys do hit that notification bell so you guys don't miss a live stream. But with that being said, I appreciate you guys watching the video, and alright guys, I'll see you next video.